I just want to go back and reread it. This reminds me of Divine Rivals. Oh my gosh, I'm already in love with this book. He's missing. Oh my gosh. I did not see some of those twists coming. Hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to read for 24 hours. I've never done a 24-hour readathon before, but I've watched other people do these and I've always wanted to do one. But because I enjoy my sleep, I am not going to read for 24 hours straight. We're going to break this up. I might read for maybe 8 hours today, 8 hours tomorrow, and 8 hours the next day, or whatever that will be until we get to 24 hours. I'm not really sure what I'm going to read yet. I have a few ideas, but I'm a mood reader, so we'll just go with the flow. But I do want to start the video off with an offer from a gentleman, which is Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beckett's story. I read this probably 3 or 4 years ago, but now with the new season of Bridgerton on Netflix, I just want to go back and reread it. An Offer from a Gentleman by Julia Quinn follows Benedict Bridgerton. Benedict goes by his own rules and kind of just does what he wants. He doesn't want to go out into society or settle down with anyone. Then you have Sophie Beckett, who attends a ball dressed as a lady in a silver dress, but she's not actually a lady of society. She is a maid for a very prominent family. But they meet at this ball, but Benedict never catches her name, so he goes on this mission trying to find who the lady in silver was, and that's kind of the whole premise of this, and this is their love story. So I'm really excited to reread this. Their story is one of my favorites so far. I haven't read them all. I'm caught up as far as where we are in the Netflix show. So without further ado, we are going to start this book, and I will start my timer. I have my timer ready to go, so let's go read. Okay, I need to get you guys caught up on my 24-hour readathon. I finished An Offer from a Gentleman by Julia Quinn, which is a Bridgerton story, and it's Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beckett's story. And I looked back in my Goodreads. I read this like back in 2020 or 2021, so it's literally been years since I've read this. And with the new season of Bridgerton, I wanted to reread the book and refresh myself on the story. And of course, there are some differences between the book and the show. Then I started The Otherwhere Post by Emily J. Taylor. This is a young adult, dark academic fantasy book, and I think there's some romance in here. And this is so giving me Divine Rivals vibes like crazy. And I'm not even that far in it. I'm only on page 45. But this reminds me of Divine Rivals. I don't know, I'm just getting the same vibes. It's like a magical world, magical letters, girl who is joining like a newspaper place called The Otherwhere Post. So it's just giving me Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross vibes. If you haven't read those, they're so cute. I love those books. There's magical typewriters involved. I love those books. I did start this book, and now we are at 5 hours, 24 minutes, and 38 seconds into the 24-hour readathon. And now let's go read some more. need to get you all caught up on what I've been reading. So I finished The Otherwhere Post by Emily J. Taylor, and I loved it. And I probably will read more of her books. I think she has another one called Hotel Magnifique. Yeah, Hotel Magnifique. And I'm really intrigued to read that one. I don't know what it's about, but it has like a chapter 1 or a little excerpt in the back of this book, and it looks cool. So I finished it. And then I did start reading Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors, and I started it late last night, which is why I didn't record me starting it, because I was in the bed and cozy and comfy, and I just wanted to read before I went to sleep because I had finished The Otherwhere Post. So I started this one, and oh my gosh, I'm already in love with this book. So you have 3 sisters, Blue Sisters. Their last name is Blue. You have Avery, the oldest, and she had gotten into some trouble after graduation. She kind of ran around with the wrong crowd and just got into some stuff, and then she got sober and clean and became a lawyer. Then you have Bonnie. Bonnie is a boxer, or was a boxer, and now she's a bouncer at a bar in LA. And then you have Lucky, who is the youngest sister, and she is a model in Paris. Well, these 3 sisters also had another sister. Her name was Nikki, and she died a year ago from the present time in the book on the 4th of July. And I haven't gotten around to finding out what actually happened to her. I mean, I have my own guesses and my own idea of what happened, but I'm not 100% sure that is what happened. So I haven't gotten to that yet. Like, each chapter is dedicated to its own sister. Like, chapter 1 is Lucky's present time and her story, like where she is right now in her life. Chapter 2 was Bonnie, and chapter 3 was Avery. And I am halfway through Avery's chapter. I made it to page 65 last night. I made it to page 64 last night because I was getting sleepy, so I didn't finish that chapter. So that's where I'm at now. So it's back and forth between the sisters. Basically, their parents want to sell the New York apartment that they had all grown up in. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, 1 bathroom for 6 people. So they kind of touch on their childhood a little bit. And so the sisters are supposed to go back there and settle up the apartment. And I think there are some secret, well, I've already gotten to a couple of secrets that the sisters have and that they have held from each other. That's where I'm at. But I love this book. I am so, if you hear something, it's my cat running through the tunnel. She's hyper. Luna, she's usually very chill, but she is super hyper right now. Come here. Come here. Anyhow, this is where I'm at. I'm on page 64 of Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. I am absolutely loving this book. I love the characters. I love their stories. There's so much going on with each one of them, and it's so interesting. We are on 11 hours, 9 minutes, and 35 seconds. So we are almost halfway through our 24-hour readathon. Let's get cozy and continue reading Blue Sisters. Now, I have to update you guys. I finished Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors, and I loved this book. I love learning about each sister's life and what they're going through and how they're dealing with their grief. I love the sisterhood and the relationship they have with each other. It was really good. It's not really a plot-driven story per se. It's more of character-driven. Really just follow each character and how they deal with things. But it felt raw and it felt real, and I loved it. I really like this book, and I can't wait to read her other book. It's something Cleopatra and Frankenstein, I think is the name of it. So I'm gonna pick that book up next and read it because, whoa, I really enjoyed Blue Sisters. Okay, and I'm so sorry. Again, I did not film me starting the next book because I just have not felt well this whole entire week. But I am rereading The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. I looked back in Goodreads and I read this January of 2022. So it's been over 4 years since I've read this book. But my local book club is reading the second book to this. I think it's The First Time He Saw Me, or I Saw Him. Is that the name of it? Hang on. Yeah. The First Time I Saw Him. So this is my local book club's book choice of the month. But I wanted to reread the first book because I just wanted to refresh myself because I couldn't really remember exactly what happened. I remember some of the plot, but I wanted to get more details. So I'm rereading it. It's a very, very quick read. Like, I just started it literally yesterday and I'm already on page 187. So I'm definitely going to finish this probably tonight. Basically, the premise is you have Hannah, who married Owen, and Owen has a daughter who is 16. Her name is Bailey, and they live in a town in California. I think it's like on the outskirts of San Francisco, and they live in a floating house, or kind of like it's a house on like a lake or on the bay, and there's a dock So they live there. Hannah is a wood turner and Owen is into this software company, like software tech. One day, a school-age girl knocks on Hannah's door. She answers the door and she's like, "Hey, Mr. Michaels," which is Owen, "wanted me to give this to you." And it's a folded up piece of paper with her name on it, and it's a letter. And all it says in it is protect her. He doesn't come home. She can't get a hold of him. He never turns up, never calls. He's missing. Hannah takes Bailey to the school for, I think it was for a play or play practice or something. And she found a duffel bag full of money in her locker with a note from her dad. And it kind of left this like cryptic note that she thinks that is only for her and that she can figure out and that it has some meaning behind it. Then Hannah and Bailey are trying to figure out what happened, what's going on, where's Owen. So that's what's going on right now. And I am loving every second of this. I think I'm going to like this better this time than I did the first time I read it. And then we will most likely start on the first time I saw him and go ahead and knock this one out because my book club will be meeting within the next week and I really need to read this. Where are we in the 24-hour readathon? We are at 18 hours, 29 minutes, and 55 seconds. So we have, what is that, 5.5 hours left of the 24-hour readathon? We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so now let's read some more of this and finish this tonight, and then we're going to start the first time I saw him. Let's go read some more of the last thing he told me. Okay, I have a lot to catch you up on. First, I need my coffee. Okay. So I think we last talked about, I finished Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. And then I was going to start The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. The story picks back up, and the first time I saw him, this is the second book. This one just came out this year. So it picks up where this one left off. And now you're starting to get some backstory about Hannah's husband / Bailey's father's life, who he really is, what has led him where he is now, and where Hannah and Bailey are now, which is trying to live their life and staying safe. I liked this one better than the first book. The first book I gave 4 stars, and that's what I gave back in 2022. But again, I did enjoy the story better this time around. But this one, I loved this one. The characters that you're going to meet. I gave this one 5 stars because I was like, oh, what's going to happen? It's fast paced. And I just like the characters. So this one picks back up where the first one left off 5 years later, actually, between when he went missing. So you're going to learn a lot of what happened and why things are the way they are. Okay, and I got to the 19-hour mark on my timer and somehow it got deleted. But I remembered that I was at 19 hours. So I restarted the timer for another 5 hours. That way we can hit the 24-hour mark. And I literally have 27 minutes left of this readathon. So we are at the new timer, 4 hours and 33 minutes and 10 seconds. And I did start Frida McFadden's latest psychological thriller, Dear Debbie. I started this one late last night, which is why I didn't really film it. I made like a quick short about starting this book, but I started this one last night and I am on chapter 6 and I am already drawn in, as I am with all Frida McFadden books. We're going to go past the 24-hour readathon because I'm not going to finish this in 27 minutes. And that's okay. We'll just keep reading. Our 24-hour readathon will actually be complete in 27 minutes, but we're just going to keep on reading until we finish this book. So far, this is about an advice columnist who works part-time and is a mom to 2 teenage daughters. Her name is Debbie Mullen. She starts to really fall apart after she loses her job, learns that her husband's keeping secrets from her, and feels like there's something strange going on between her teenage daughters. I haven't gotten to all of that yet. It's just still setting up the story. That's where I'm at, and we're going to keep reading Dear Debbie. I finished Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden. Oh my gosh. I liked this one better than The Teacher. I liked it better than The Locked Door. I liked it better than The Inmate. Just when I thought I had everything figured out. No, the twists, oh my gosh. I did not see some of those twists coming, and I'm pretty good figuring things out in these thrillers, but this one, no, I didn't see that one coming. I could not put this one down. It was a very quick read. I didn't read this in one sitting, but I think this book could easily be read in one sitting. So we were able to get through 6, well, 5.5, because I only made it halfway through Dear Debbie within the 24 hours of the readathon. But still, this is pretty good. Like, this is a good amount of books to read in 24 hours. And I felt like they were all fast-paced and quick reads, so that helps. And I really enjoyed every one of these. So let me know if you've read any of these books or if they're on your TBR. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more bookish content. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!